Hey Matt, it's Logan Stout here at Perkins Motorplex in Mayfield. Kind of behind the scenes here outside of one of our reconditioning facilities. There's another one over there. As we look at this Sport HSE, this incredible Range Rover that we have here. Was just in it, pressing some of the buttons and just checking out just how cool it is. Let's see, where am I right now? If you were to look over top of these three buildings right here, you would see our traditional lot over there with a whole bunch of inventory. You can see our delivery trucks back here and inventory on up the hill back there. This is the headquarters of Perkins Motorplex in Mayfield. And yeah, let's do this. We'll go front to back, top to bottom, inside and out, get you a real good look at it. So it is that time of year in Western Kentucky that we have pollen and what we call field spiders, which are, you see a little bit of cobweb residue on it. I tried to get some of them off, but it just is what it is. We're used to it here. We're surrounded by woods in this spot here, so you'll see some of that on here, but I'm not concerned about that. All that'll come off. What I'm worried about is dings and scratches. So all of our vehicles are used. They're all pre-owned. None of them are going to be perfect, so we always want to get that out in the open early on. But some of them, like this one, kind of sell themselves because there's not a whole lot for us to point out on them. So let's look down the left side of this Sport. We'll look down the driver's side here. And again, I'm looking right down the body line for any waviness in the paint, major dings, scratches, anything like that. I've got nothing right now. I use that airlift suspension to raise the vehicle up a little bit. Gives it that nice high profile and lets us kind of see these wheel wells a little bit better. These are great Nexen tires. I'm going to put the tread on these at, wow, probably 80-90%, something like that. So basically new, but not brand new. I'm going to say several years of driving before you'd have to do anything on that. These wheels look great. I'm not seeing curbing or scraping. One little nick right there at the top of that wheel. Let's check the other two while I'm at it. That's something I forget once I get going. That one looks great, and that one looks great. So wheels are in great shape. A lot of times on these mid-size SUVs or slightly bigger SUVs, we'll see you know, those wheels get scraped up, and not the case on this one. So that's great. I've got the vehicle running. It sounds good. No knocking, no ticking, no odd noises, anything like that. Front of it looks good. Not seeing a lot of rock pecks or bug damage. A couple little spots real low here on the grill. That's to be expected because, again, it is used. But really nice otherwise. This iconic Land Rover grill that they do is intact. I'm not seeing any of those brackets broken. Just an awesome look. The hood looks great. No hail damage across there. Nothing significant to speak of there. And across that big double roof looks great as well. All right, now let's go to the passenger side. One little spot here, looks like maybe a rock came up and got it. I'm trying to see if that's some of that's even polished that got caught on that spot. So just one little nick there. And that's me being pretty picky with it. That's just bug residue right there. That'll come off. Yeah, this thing is in extremely good shape. Yeah, that mirror is good as well. This is one of those you get jealous of as you start walking around it. There's just something about these Sports that really sets the eye. In fact, there is one of those spiders I was telling you about. They're harmless. They don't do anything other than annoy us here. That's all they do. Notice a little bit of residue there on that left rear light right there. That's on the inside, so a little bit of condensation there. Nothing significant by any means. All right, so let's open this back hatch. On the inside, I notice the vehicle smells great. Doesn't smell like smoke or animal or anything like that. Got a real nice Range Rover mat back here, and the sidewalls look perfect. We see luggage and strollers and all that stuff really scrape up the sides of these, and not the case on this. And I think we can get to the storage under here if we can. Yep, there's your spare. Everything looks good. Nice to have that luggage cover on there as well. And I have noticed with some of these vehicles that have the air suspension and being able to raise it up, lower it, it doesn't really do much. Like you raise it, you lower it, whatever. You can see the clearance on this. We're gonna lower it here in a second. It really changes the look of the vehicle. I love the high profile look with it right now. It gives you more ground clearance. Really nice floor mats back here. Seats are in great shape. And you know Range Rover's got tricks up their sleeve like that. A really cool center console. It's not just a cup holder, but it's got a really nice look to it. Let's see if I can open this other one too. Yeah, a little storage there. So clean, so nice. Love what our detail guys do. You got the big double roof there. Seat backs are in great shape. That's always a big thing with SUVs. You know, if you got kids and they're kicking and doing all that stuff, the seat backs will kind of tell the story. You got rear heated seats. This is wonderful back here. All right, going to the driver's seat. Notice the kick plate here is in very good shape. A couple light scratches there, but that's another thing. Vehicles that have a fancy kick plate like this, we'll see them really scuffed up, but not the case on this. Driver door looks good. Of course, your Meridian sound system. Checking that out just a second ago. All right, let's get in here. So the settings feature here, and you're going to see the screen probably flicker at times. It is not flickering. That's just the way the frame rate of the camera on our phones captures these LCD screens. So it's not flickering, it's a steady image. But notice the screen angle option. I did not know that it did this, but you can actually adjust at what angle that screen is coming at you. So you can really tilt it up, just whatever suits your eye. And obviously you can change it dark mode, light mode, or just have it auto adjust. All kinds of cool features with the air, and obviously your heated and cooled seats. You click that button in there and you can switch to your cooled seats or heated seats. A lot of these things you may know already. You got 2 key fobs here, which is wonderful because those Land Rover keys are not the cheapest thing you'll ever deal with. So that's awesome to have 2 of those. Wood grain looks great. Center console looks good, double layered there. Really, really nice. Adjustable armrest, of course. They pretty much think of everything here. Your glove box got the owner's manual in it. That's what you want to see. I am as pleased as you can possibly be. 27,000 miles. That means it's going to qualify. I'm sure Matt's told you for the factory type total care warranty, which is so clutch on something like this. Make sure and get the details on that. Our goal is always to show you payment options both with and without that included, and let you make the decision. There's no deductible on it. It's parts and labor included, and you can take it to any certified mechanic. So any mechanic that wants to get paid to do the work can get paid directly by that HSE warranty, which is, again, a nationwide coverage. So it gives you all kinds of flexibility, different drive modes, stuff like that. So let's lower the vehicle down here. It's telling me that that is working. All right, so now we're right in the middle, and we're going to lower it down, really drop it down the rest of the way, and I'll give you a look at what it looks like on the outside with it dropped down. All right, we are in place. And while I'm doing this, I'm also going to try to find the hood latch here, if I can do that. There we go. All right. It's like a totally different ride now, sitting right on top of those Nexen tires. This would be for your street cruising, just a low ride look now. And even, I mean, you can even tell how easy it is for me to view the roof now as opposed to what it was just a second ago. I mean, there's a significant difference between the top and the bottom on that suspension adjustment. Love it. And let's see if I can do this one-handed here. All kinds of power under here, of course. And I don't know an alternator from a radiator, so I'm the last guy to pick apart what I see underneath here. But I can tell you, just what little I've been taught, just how to look through it for excessive signs of excessive rust or corrosion, and see how clean our connections are all the way through there. This thing has been very well taken care of, you can tell, and it sounds great. No knocking, no ticking. I mentioned that earlier. A couple of cosmetic things I did just notice when I was popping the hood. You can see that Range Rover logo on the front. You can actually get replacement letters for this that actually don't run that much on Amazon or whatever. You see a couple of those have, whether that's fading in the sun or just taking some little rock pecks or whatever. So a couple little spots there I did not notice before. I want to make sure I point those out. So possibly some new badges to order there, but man, that's me being really picky. I am uber pleased with this. This is wonderful shape. Let me know what other questions you have. We'd love to send it to you. Thanks so much.